Somewhere in this vast country, across highways whispering through deserts, across steel-ribbed cities with windows glowing like restless constellations, across towns where the night settles quietly over porches and pickup trucks, someone is sitting alone tonight, wondering if they still have enough strength to try one more time. If that someone is you, then hear this with the gravity of a heartbeat. You are not done, not even close. We live in a nation stitched together by impossible dreams. Dreams that looked ridiculous until someone, somewhere, refused to fold. From people who built empires in garages to people who crossed borders and oceans with nothing but hope stuffed in their pockets. This soil remembers the stubborn ones, the ones who kept going when everyone else leaned back into excuses. And now it's your turn to add your chapter. Let me tell you something straight. Without sugar, without lace, life is not waiting to hand you anything. It is not a polite host. It does not care about your plans, your timetables, or your scripts. Life is a storm untamed, unpredictable, unflinching, and you're the creature learning how to breathe inside lightning. Maybe you've been failing recently. Maybe you've watched opportunities slip through your fingers like they were made of smoke. Maybe you've been betrayed, ignored, underestimated, or treated as though your potential were a rumor. Maybe your own mind has become a battlefield, doubts exploding like landmines under every step. And yet, you're still here, and that matters more than you think. Because those who remain standing after the storm aren't the lucky ones. They're the ones who refuse to kneel. Take a moment, breathe in. Notice this. Your pulse is still arguing with the universe. The fire you try to hide inside every person in America. No matter where they grew up, Bronx, Austin, Detroit, Fresno, Miami, Milwaukee, Seattle, reservations, rural towns, cities that hum like electric wires, there lives a small ember. Some people mistake it for stubbornness. Others call it grit. I call it the refusal to disappear. And that ember, it's waiting to blaze. But listen carefully. The world will try to convince you that your spark isn't enough. It will whisper that you need privilege, money, luck, timing, validation, or some magical alignment of the stars. What you actually need is conviction. Conviction is the quiet roar inside you that says, I'm not finished yet. Conviction is when you decide that your dream matters more than your fears. Conviction is when you say, I will build my own doors if none open for me. People often talk about motivation like it's some sort of morning sunlight, something gentle, something warm, something picturesque in a journal. But the truth, real motivation is not pretty. Real motivation is raw, jagged, uneven. It's a midnight argument you have with yourself. I'm not quitting, not like this, not now. It's waking up on days when your body feels like wet sand. It's showing up when no one applauds. It's doing the work when you're stitched together with stress and stubbornness. And that version of you, the gritty, exhausted, relentless version, is far more powerful than the polished version you post online. So don't hide it. Use it. The weight you see while let's talk about pressure. Pressure has been following you like a long shadow. Expectations, responsibilities, deadlines, family voices, financial worries, the haunting echo of what if it never works. At times, it feels like you're dragging a mountain behind you while everyone else jogs lightly past. But understand this, pressure is not your enemy. Pressure is the sculptor, shaping you into something that can survive impact. Every weight on your shoulders is building strength you don't even recognize yet. Every setback has sharpened your instincts. Every closed door has redirected you to something meant for you, even if you can't see it yet. You are not weak. You are in construction. Think of a skyscraper rising. At first, it's just dirt, steel, noise, confusion, chaos. But that chaos is the blueprint becoming real. You, right now, are the blueprint becoming real. The moments nobody sees as everyone wants success. Very few want the silence that builds it. Success is not forged in celebrations, it's forged in lonely rooms. It's forged in nights where your back aches, your eyes burn, and your mind wants to bargain for an easier life. It's forged in moments when you're about to quit, but something in you, something you can't even name, forces you to stand back up. While the world sleeps, someone is reading, someone is practicing, someone is training, someone is rewriting the same paragraph until it stops being awful. Someone is pushing through one more grind because they promised themselves they'd try, and that someone could be you. The magic of greatness is this. Most of it is invisible. People only see the after. They never see the chapters where everything was falling apart. But here's the beautiful secret. Those hidden chapters are where you become unstoppable. Those chapters give you a spine of steel. Those chapters make victories sweeter than sugar. One day you'll look back and whisper, that was the part that made me. The land of second CH and CH. America is strange in the best possible way. It's a place that doesn't always reward perfection, but it does reward perseverance. This is a land where people broke records after failing for a decade. Immigrants became CEOs after starting in kitchens and construction sites. Students who barely passed high school became innovators. People who lost everything rebuilt from ashes. Underdogs punched through statistics like they were made of cardboard. Not because they were special, not because they were chosen, but because they decided to begin again. There is no shame in restarting. There is no shame in rebuilding. Your story does not expire. Your potential does not have a cancellation date. Your journey doesn't become meaningless because it took longer than you expected if life knocked you down. Congratulations, you have an excuse to rise in a way that will shock everyone who counted you out on in this country. The most powerful sentence you can say is, "I'll try again." The burning question, and ask yourself something brutally honest. What are you afraid of losing by trying? Time, you're losing it anyway. Money, you'll spend it on something, might as well spend it on becoming someone. Energy, it returns once your purpose kicks in. Approval, chasing that is a lifelong prison. Comfort has never built a legacy. Now flip the question. What will you lose if you don't try? Opportunities, dreams, potential, self-respect, the life you secretly imagine when no one's watching. Between the two choices, the path is loud and obvious. Trying costs something. Not trying costs everything. The world doesn't need a perfect you, just a present. Why you'd stop waiting to feel ready. Readiness is a myth dressed in productivity quotes. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You don't need full confidence. You don't need every answer. You don't need validation. What you need is movement. Even a small step, and awkward, clumsy, uncertain step changes the entire landscape of your future. There are people less talented than you, doing things you dream of, not because they're better, but because they dared to show up. Even if you shake, even if you feel like an amateur, even if part of you whispers, you're not enough. The world has enough polished illusions. What it needs is a real human being willing to begin. When you feel alone in the FIGH, let me tell you a quiet truth. Every strong person you admire has cried behind closed doors. Every successful person has doubted themselves. Every fearless leader has battled nights of fear. Every confident individual has stood in front of a mirror asking, "Can I do this?" You are not alone in your struggle. You are not strange. You are not broken. You are beautifully, chaotically human. And humans grow through resistance. The pressure you're under is forging you. The emptiness you feel is transforming you. The uncertainty you're battling is preparing you. You are becoming someone extraordinary, and extraordinary things rarely grow in comfort. The time is unowed. Whatever dream is circling your mind, start it. Whatever project keeps haunting your thoughts, move toward. Whatever change your heart keeps requesting, honor it. You have already waited long enough. You have already apologized for existing far too often. You have already dimmed your own light to make others comfortable. Enough. This is the moment you draw a line in the sand and say, "No more delaying my own life." Not next week. Not after you feel confident. Not after someone approves now. Opportunity doesn't knock forever. Sometimes it whispers once, then walks away. Don't let your moment pass because you are busy doubting yourself. The RASSO, here is my message to you. Spoken with the weight of storms and dawns, rise. Rise with scraped knees and trembling hands. Rise with dents in your armor. Rise with memories that still sting. Rise with doubts buzzing like stubborn insects. Rise with the courage you thought you lost. Rise like this world belongs to you, too, because it does. You deserve a seat at the table. You deserve a life that excites you. You deserve the success you keep imagining. You deserve the victory you've bled for. But you have to move. You have to build. You have to keep going even when progress is invisible. And trust this, there will come a day, quiet, unexpected, golden, where you'll look around and realize you've become the person you once prayed to meet. You will rise so high that the old version of you will look tiny from the altitude. You're standing at and on that day, you'll whisper to yourself, "Everything was worth it." Final WRDS, this is your reminder, your signal, your spark. You are spark. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not defeated. You are simply in the middle of your becoming.